that Atma. And this is a goal of every individual, every Hindu, where we want to go back to Bhagwan, as we would say. We want to go back to Bhagwan, devotees. So as we begin the ceremony, I want to ask everyone, let your thoughts be wonderful, right? We are all here because we are connected to him in some way. Family, friends, neighbors, and of course, we offer our love to Bhagwan on behalf of him, right? So remember, we are not worshiping the body. We are preparing the body to be cremated, right? We are worshiping Bhagwan Krishna. In Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma, as the creator, Bhagwan, when I say Bhagwan, I mean what you know as God. As the creator, he is known as Brahma. As the reabsorber at the end of each cycle, he is known as Shiva. And the one who sustains this creation from day to day is known as Vishnu Bhagwan. Vishnu Bhagwan incarnates from age to age, time to time, and out of all the powerful incarnations, Bhagwan Krishna is the most powerful. So today all the offerings are made to Bhagwan Vishnu or Bhagwan Krishna on behalf of him, right? So I always like to explain this because many people think, and you would be surprised to know even Hindus think that we worship the body. The body is dead, the body is a corpse, so we are not worshiping the body. We have all the prayers and mantras are offered to Bhagwan, to God, on behalf of him, right? So with our thoughts and minds clear at this time, I just want to do one chant before we begin. एक दिन छूट जाए संसार, एक दिन छूट जाए संसार, एक दिन छूट जाए संसार, एक दिन छूट जाए संसार. One day we would all have to leave this world. Beautiful bhajans tell about life and about death and about our relationship with Bhagwan. The poet says that, I'm not doing the entire bhajan, but the poet says that regardless who you are, you might be a king or you might be a beggar, you would have to leave this world one day. We are not here forever. Some would live for 50 years, some children die at birth, just after birth, a couple of years, some live for 100 years. But regardless how long in ages or years we live, at one time we'd have to leave. Remember that, all right? You are king, you are a beggar, you're a prime minister, a president, a garbage collector, whatever. That is just your occupation. We would have to go one day. We are born in this world, we'd have to leave this world one day. The poet says, regardless you are educated, what we know as educated, or you are not educated, that doesn't matter. You would have to leave this world one day, right? Bhava sagar mein jeevan naiya, Bhava sagar mein jeevan naiya, Ram lagawat paad, Ram lagawat paad, ek din chut jaye sansar, ek din chut jaye sansar. Bhava sagar mein jeevan naiya. This world is described as a turbulent ocean. And we, in Trinidad, we know how difficult life is today. A turbulent ocean. And to get across this ocean safely, Ram lagawatapad, chant the name of Bhagwan, offer your prayer and your love to Bhagwan. Devotees, live a wonderful life, live a devoted life, live a life of love and care and compassion, and then it would be easy. Taking you across this ocean of life, Bhagwan himself is going to take care of that job. Bhava sagar mein jeevan naiya, Ram lagawat paad, एक दिन छूट जाए संसार, 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 एक दिन छूट जाए संसार। एक बार बोलो श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय। Can offer the flowers anyway. Sprinkle water on top of the body. Keep walking. Take your time and walk while it's sprinkling. Do that 5 times. Check 5. Wrong side. Om Adhyamukagota Samukaprita Samadhisthane Shava Nimita Snana Maya Dhyate Tavopashtam. Om Adhyamukagota Samukaprita Samadhisthane Shava Nimita Snana Maya Dhyate Tavopashtam. Om Adhyamukagota Samukaprita Samadhisthane Shava Nimita Snana Maya Dhyate Tavopashtam. Nimita Snana Maya Dhyate Tavopashtam. Nimita Snana Maya Dhyate Tavopashtam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. One more time. I think one. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Govinda Jaya Jaya. Gopal Jaya Jaya. Govinda Jaya Jaya. Gopal Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya. Same place 5 times. Om Adhyamukagota Samukaprita Samadhisthane Shava Nimita Chandana Maya Dhyate Tavopashtam. Nimita Chandana Maya Dhyate Tavopashtam. Nimita Chandana Maya Dhyate Tavopatishtam. Om, you can leave it right at the side. There, said there. Yeah, right. Adhyamukagota Samukaprita Samadhisthane Shava Nimita Gandha Maya Dhyate Tavopashtam. Nimita Gandha Maya Dhyate Tavopashtam. Om Adhyamukagota Samukaprita Samadhisthane Shava Nimita Gandha Maya Dhyate Tavopashtam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Govinda Jaya Jaya. Gopal Jaya Jaya. Govinda Jaya Jaya. Gopal Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya. I take the malas. Yeah, 5 malas. What's malas in the front? Yeah, you just one at a time. Just break it and put it wrong like you put in a mala frame, right? How much malas is it? 5 or more? 2? All right, good. Om Adhyamukagota Samukaprita Samadhisthane Shava Nimita Pushpamala Maya Dhyate Tavopashtam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. एक बार बोलो श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय। Just wait one time. When we offer arti in a funeral, devotees, we are not worshipping the body. And of course, the light today represents the Atma and telling us that the Atma has been separated from the body. Om Adhyamukagota Samukaprita Samadhisthane Shava Nimitta Deepam Maya Diyate Tavupsatam. Nimitta Deepam Maya Diyate Tavupsatam. Om Yam Dwari Mahagore Andhina Tamasavrite Tatra Vale Kanartaya Deepo Yamo Patishtatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Adhyamukha Samukha Preta Samatistane Shava Nimitta Deepam Maya Diyate Tavupsatam. Nimitta Deepam Maya Diyate Tavupsatam. Nimitta Deepam Maya Diyate Tavupatishtatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. एक बार बोलो श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. So at this time I'll just do, so the ceremony, the main parts are almost completed there. I'll do a short message, devotees. A funeral for most people, of course, especially family members, brothers and sisters, cousins, relatives, and close friends, it is a sad occasion, right? Why it is a sad occasion? Because the person would not be there again. You know, will have memories of him, right? Lackiechan, we'd have memories of him. Thoughts would fly through our minds at times, devotees, but that physical form would not be there, right? Think about it in this way. Anyone here actually want to meet Bhagwan, meet God face to face? Devotees, I'm sure most of us would say yes. Well, if we really have to meet Bhagwan, we can experience him, we can have the vibrations now, but if we really want to meet him, we'd have to die, right? In this life. We'd have to die, basically, to actually meet him in person, in a personal form, devotees. So, in that way, death should be a good thing, right? Of course, hoping that your life is a wonderful life, that you are going to meet Bhagwan, and you are not going to go to the opposite side, right? So, if we can think like this, we are saying, well, Lackiechan is going to meet Bhagwan, right? The one who has brought him into this world from birth until this age, and time to go back to our Creator, as we would say. We should be happy. We should be happy for him, if that is the case, devotees. But karma or actions play a big role. Karma or actions play a big role, devotees. The kind of life you live, of course, I always like to say first that nobody is perfect. None of us are perfect, right? We all would have our challenges, we'd have our shortfalls, we'll have our good days and our bad days. But basically, I think most people want to be good, want to be loving, want to be kind, want to be caring, right? Want to make a difference and want to make an impact in your life, in your family's life, in the community, wherever you live, devotees, right? So, this is a wonderful thing, and we should all strive to be the best person we can be, devotees. In the Ramcharita-manas of Sant Tulsidas, one of our main scriptures in Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma, when Bhagwan took incarnation, Bhagwan Vishnu, when he took incarnation as Sri Ram, Tulsidas wrote the entire katha of his life in the form of the Ramayana, the Ramcharita-manas. And there are many beautiful lessons. In fact, every part of the Ramayana, there are beautiful lessons that we can learn, devotees. We can learn how to live, how to act, how to react, how to interact with other individuals. We can learn what we should do to make our lives better, what we should do to make the lives of others better, what we should do to enjoy this life. Many people live and they suffer almost from birth until death, devotees. Our life is meant to be happy, right? To be blissful. Sadhguru would say, some of you all who might be looking on at Sadhguru, one of the great saints in this age, is put in this way. Life is to be happy and joyous and blissful, devotees. And in being so, we help others to reach that same stage of happiness, of joy, of bliss. Sri Ram, he had to go to the forest. He demonstrated the ideal son. Before even his father can speak to him, I want you to go to the forest, right? He just heard what had taken place. I'm not going to the details of the katha. And to not let the words of his father fall, he left immediately to go to the forest. Of course, together with him, his beloved wife, Sita, and his brother, Lakshman, they left with him, devotees. As he was traveling in the forest, devotees, one of the first holy ones that he met, the great sage Valmiki, he bowed to him, right? And devotees, he had a beautiful dialogue. And he said, "O Holy One, O Sage, you have lived in this forest for many years. You know the whereabouts of this forest. You know where the plants are, where the food, we can get food in the forest, where the waters are, the rivers, the water source, right? You know where the forest dwellers are. You know everything about this forest. I am a stranger here." That is, Bhagwan is speaking. He's acting the role now as Avatar Sri Ram. "I am a stranger here. Could you guide me along? Give me some information, right? Where I can build a little hut here and I can spend some time. I'm here for 14 years. So I can spend some time, if not the 14 years, some time here, right? Interacting with Nitya. But most important, he said, show me that spot, right? Where I can live and make a difference. So when I leave here, regardless how much time I spend, if not the 14 years, I would add value. I would not desecrate the plants. I would not pollute the water. I would not destroy the animal kingdom. However, I found this place here, I would make it much more beautiful, much more wonderful, right? Instead of destroying, I would be building on it, devotees. And that is a very, instructive message for all of us. Life is like this. We are here just for some time. And just as Sri Ram has said to that sage, I am going to spend some time. You guide me along, right? The holy ones would guide us along. But most important, when I leave here, here should be a much better place, right? And in being a better place, my life also should be elevated. Devotees, we are all here for a time. We might think it is a long time, 60-something years. Some of you all are a little younger, some might be older devotees. So how you view it, it can be a long time. In the cycle of time, the world time, it is a very short time, a very short space. But most important, can any one of you picture yourself lying in a coffin? Anyone? Well, one day we'll all have to be like this. I always say it also. While today I am the Pandit doing the ceremony, one day I would be lying in a coffin and somebody would be doing my funeral rites. So yes, what is sure is that we all would die one day. We'd have to leave this world one day, devotees. But what would remain afterwards is your actions, right? Your reactions, what you did to make the world a better place. What would people say about you? He or she was a wonderful person, most loving and kind and caring. Boy, I am really missing that person. Oh, that was a miserable person, boy. I cannot stand that person. You know, sometimes you say like this, right? So this is what the memory is going to remain. And I'm sure that no one, when you leave, you want people to say you are a miserable person, right? I could not stand that person. No. We all want people to say the best about us and have good memories about us. So what you have to do, what I have to do, is just live the most wonderful life you can, right? Regardless of the situation. It all starts with family. Devotees, yes, family is the most important unit. This is how Bhagwan has made us. Parents and children are the closest because you live together every day until someone decides to get married and leave the house, but still you are part of the family, right? So family is most important. And every time you go to a funeral, you have to question yourself, what is your relationship like with family? Your brothers and sisters, your parents, your children. What is your relationship like? What is your input into their life to make their life better? All right? We all live in communities and we have neighbors. The next most important person might be a neighbor. What is your relationship like with your neighbor? Of course, there are some neighbors. I'm telling you, when people say, Baba, I like what you say, but my neighbor is something else. You know, there would be one in 100 who you don't want to have nothing to do with. But besides that, the neighbor is the most important person to you. Question, what is your relationship with your neighbor? And next important part of life is your workplace, right? When most people start working somewhere between around 18 years until about 60, 65, and other places beyond that. So a big part of your life is working. You spend 8 hours. Well, in Trinidad, many people spend half an hour, and an hour, and especially if you're working in government places, right? But 8 hours basically. Some people work more. So a big part of your life is working. And you are interacting with people in your workplace, your co-workers, right? What is your relationship with your workers? When you become a boss in charge of people, how do you treat your workers, right? How do you interact with them? These are the questions, we have to ask. Every one of you, every one of us, including myself, devotees. And a funeral is a very learning experience, right? When you really come and see, one day I would really be like this. One day I would not be here. I would not be able to speak, lying there. And a couple of minutes they would cremate me or bury me. Never again to see anyone physically. Never again for anyone to love me and hug me. Devotees. And a funeral can change your life, devotees. When you think about what is life, when you think about what is death, right? So again, let's put our hands together as I offer some mantras. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Anandam Ayacha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Nama Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Lam Gaite Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutas Tunvanti Devyastavai Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadai Gayantiyam Samaga Dhyana Vastita Targatena Manasa Pashyantiyam Yogino Yasyantam Navidusura Suragana देवाय तस्मै नमः, देवाय तस्मै नमः, देवाय तस्मै नमः। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। एक बार बोलो श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय, एक बार बोलो श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। You can offer the flowers anyway, right? Devotees, if there's anyone who would like to say anything, you could come up at this time. But we have malas to be offered. Members of the family can come and offer the malas. There's the tali, there is the chandan, right? Essence, you could offer, perform arti, right? And there's lots of flowers here, right? You can just assist whoever comes, right? So while that is taking place, I'll just do a couple of bhajans. Yeah. Anyone want to come up and family members? Yeah, you could assist them. Himalayas first? Yeah. Jai Krishna Hare, Shri Krishna Hare, दुखियों को दुख दूर करो। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों के दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो। जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो। जब कोई न खेवनहारा हो, जब तू ही बेड़ा पार करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे। Anybody want to do arti? Also in Tali, say, right? दुखियों को दुख दूर करो। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करो। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे। तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे। पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा, जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे। मैं जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम 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 Sri Ram Ram Ram. If anyone also wants to sing a bhajan, please come forward. Prema mudita man se kaho Ram 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 Sri Ram Ram Ram. पाप कटे दुख मीते लेते राम नाम लेते राम नाम भव समुद्र सुकर नाव एक राम नाम एक राम नाम प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम 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 Sri Ram 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 प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम 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 Sri Ram Ram Ram. The poet says, with your heart filled with love, chant the name of Bhagwan Prabhu Sri Ram. The name destroys all unrighteousness and sorrows. It brings an end to this ocean of mundane existence. Parama Gopya Parama Ishta Mantra Ram Nam Mantra Ram Nam Santa Hridaya Sarabasat Eka Ram Nam Eka Ram Nam. The name Ram is the greatest secret. It is the highest divinity, the poet says. It always resides in the hearts of the holy ones. Chant the name Ram, the poet says. Parama Shanti Sukha Nidhan Divya Ram Nam Divya Ram Nam Niradhar Ko Adhar Ek Ram Nam Ek Ram Nam. The name Ram gives great peace. It is the treasury of happiness. It gives support to those who have no support. Chant the name of Ram, the poet says. Mahadeva Sada Japat Divya Ram Nam Divya Ram Nam Santa Hridaya Sarabasat Kashi Marat Mukti Karat Kahat Ram Nam, Kahat Ram Nam, Prema Mudita Man se kaho Ram Ram Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Sri Ram Ram Ram. The name Ram, the poet says, is recited even by Shankar Bhagwan. And those who die in Kashi get liberation through the name of Ram. Mata Pita Bandhu Saka Sabhi Ram Nam Bhakta Janana Jivan Dhana Ek Ram Nam Ek Ram Nam. The name Ram is everything to the devotee. It is like mother, father, brother, friend, everything. It is the life breath of all devotees. Prema Mudita Man se kaho Ram 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 Sri Ram Ram Ram. Prema Mudita Man se kaho Ram 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 Sri Ram Ram Ram. Ram 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 Sri Ram Ram Ram. Ram 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 Sri Ram Ram Ram. Sri Ram Ram Ram. Sri Ram Ram Ram. एक बार बोलो श्री रामचंद्र की जय. Yeah. Come, you see mine. All right, no problem. All right, go ahead. I'll sing it again or next question? All right, sing one more.